Hello, everybody out there in Facebook land, TikTok world, everywhere. I'm going to have a recording of this or a live version of this going on. Welcome to the broadcast booth, everybody. I am Monty Anderson, your host here at 412 Productions, The Art of Monty Anderson. Hopefully, you all are doing great out there, having a great day so far. I know it's bright and early for some people. All you night owls out there that are joining us here, welcome to the show. Don't forget to like, share, and follow when you get here. And we got all kinds of stuff to talk about. Like the book signing that's happening in Ozark on March 8th, 2026 at the Ozark Community Center. Be there, be square. We'll be doing book signing there on a novel that I did the cover for. And we will see how that goes. It should go pretty interestingly. It's a smaller town, so it should have a good draw going on. Good morning, Mr. Casey. How are you this morning? And if you're feeling bad, good vibes your way, because it does suck 100%. Don't forget to like, share, and follow. Again, Dennis, welcome to the show. What is up, buddy? Today's title is Some People. Oh, I got a dude wanting to sell some Marvel cards and stuff like that. And that's just one of the some people's. And he's got all kinds of Marvel stuff that he's wanting to sell. Some people sell off of emotional value more than they do what it actually sold for on eBay or other places that people take into account. We have an Ozark in Missouri too. Yes, yes, you do. Yes, you do. Well, you can come to this Ozark and get a book signed by both of us. By Mr. James Bishop, right there, the author, and then me that did the artwork. Right there, right there. All right, so everybody's got their little AI craze going on too. Um, with all these new AI avatars and shit and things like that. Let me take you back. Let me take you back to 1990 when avatars were created by hand. Right there. Boom, boom, boom. That's me as Forge back in the day when I had my long hair. If you don't know Forge, he is a tinker of the electronics in the Marvel Universe. He dated Aurora Monroe, or Storm, better known as. For a hot while, they were an item. Yes, absolutely, Scarlet. This is an episode of Hoarders. Again, some people. What is up, that man, Batman? Wow. Now I'm a Satanist. Interesting. That's so cool. I'm glad you can tell that just from everything that's here. Wow. Scarlet is such a upstanding citizen. You keep doing you. You probably do. All right. So, Three Doors Down, lead singer, passed away just a couple days ago. Mr. Brad. It was a sad day. They were a great group of guys. Glad I got to hang out with them for a hot minute, for a day. And yes, it's been a while since you've been here. Absolutely. And as you can see, I've turned into a Satanist all of a sudden, by the standards of some people. I don't know where they're drawing that conclusion from, but to each their own. Everybody's got their own opinions, and some of them are like buttholes. Everybody's got one. Absolutely live in the United States. Terminator movies were based on AI. The only cool thing about AI is they bring back the dead. There you go. All right, so again, Mr. Brad passed away of Three Doors Down. Again, I was glad to get to hang with them for a short bit. when I was talent escort, when I did work at Wally World. And just to prove it for everybody that hasn't seen it, right there's Mr. Brad, right there, who did pass away here just recently. Get a good close up shot for you. And that's me all nice and cleaned up right there. And that's three doors down. Oh, dude, why didn't we know this? I'm sorry that that happened to you, man. What happened? Because we'll send good vibes your way, too. And then I got some people that don't understand that when I say, hey, I'm on a live show, but yet they keep messaging me like left and right. Oh, damn, dude. I've been rear-ended before, but not as severely as you apparently did. Um, you know. Oh, damn. Yeah, that's tough. I'm sorry to hear that, man. I really am, because that is a horrific experience. Uh, my sister was T-boned by a drunk driver, and she didn't make it. So I'm glad you're still here with us, and that's never an ordeal that you want to go through at any stretch of the imagination. So I'm sorry that you had to go through that. You know, and just like Casey said, good you are here. Absolutely, 100%. And so I'm sorry again. Sorry that you had to endure all of that, because that is tough. 100%. Not only do you lose a car, you almost lose your life. You know, and but you've got unfinished business apparently, just like me. I've got unfinished business that I don't know about. Roy will probably make his appearance at some point in time. He was heating up his Brahms, his second round of Brahms, uh, his number 5 burger with nothing on it except for mayo and mustard. There you go. Number 5 is the bacon cheeseburger. Dude, Tommy, chill the fuck out, dude. I got a guy that's wanting to sell his Marvel collection, and he's nonstop in my inbox right now. Being rear-ended can cause harm much faster on you don't feel initially. Absolutely. End of the day, I had broken neck, both wrists broken, and 3 fractured lungs. Damn, dude. I'm a little unsure about the 3 fractured lungs part, but I know your lungs can be fractured. I didn't know we had 3 of them, though. And I'm not making light of the situation. I know I've got 2 lungs in here. And you know, it is horrific no matter what, because you did take a lot of damage. You sustained a lot of damage, and it's going to take a lot of rehab, you know. And then arthritis is going to suck later on uh, through all that. So, dude, Tommy, seriously, take a chill pill, dude. This guy is obviously in another country. He's given me pounds, as pricing. He needs to just slow his roll. I've got half the cards that he's listed or comic books that he's showing me and stuff like that. And it's just like, dude, chill out, calm down. I can pull up the exact same things right behind me on the floor back here in my satanic temple, apparently. That one's a fucking new one on me. Do I look like a Satanist? Does this look like a hoarder's house? I mean, in reality, come on. Give me your honest opinion. Do we worship the black arts here? Do we break out the Satanic Bible by Anton LaVey? Do we quote scripture of the dead here? Hence the title, Some People, man. Some people. And does this scream satanic Inosuke from Demon Slayer? I mean, come on. Nope. That is as silly as thinking the Patriots were going to win. Absolutely. And I knew that they weren't going to win. I did watch the Super Bowl. Not that I had any vested interest other than DeMarcus Lawrence coming from the Dallas Cowboys and getting a Super Bowl ring, not being with the Dallas Cowboys, obviously. And I knew that the Patriots weren't going to win, period. I gave the halftime show a chance. I didn't switch over. I didn't do the whole thing. I watched the halftime show. It just wasn't for me. I like Latin stuff. Don't get me wrong. I don't know if it was his voice. I don't know, what it was. I just couldn't get into it. So I had it on. I was doing other stuff. Um, and yes, I watched all the ass shaking and all that shit that he had with it and stuff like that, which is not unusual for performers to bring their talent and dancers and stuff like that. But it wasn't for me. Like I said, I enjoy some Latin stuff, when it comes to musicians and things like that. But this I just couldn't get into, you know. No, you and I know some people just want to cause trouble for no reason or season. Absolutely. And and the first thing that they pop on, is this an episode of Hoarders? Well, I guess if I'm hoarding action figures, yeah. I mean, it's not like I've got piles of shit stacked to the ceiling, in here. You can actually see shit, you know, organized shit, not stuff on stuff shit. I just don't understand people, man. And that's not my place to understand people, you know? Just like some people don't like Mr. President here. Wasn't Bay Prudent, not gonna do it. And I'm sitting right there. Yes, I met the president. I was with his Secret Service actually, whenever this picture was taken. You know? Yeah, my action figures are sitting right there. Jack's right there. What up, Roy boy? About time you show up after choking down your sausage bacon. But yes, that's my action figure lot right there. They're everywhere. So, welcome to the show, everybody. I am Monty Anderson, your host here at 412 Productions, The Art of Monty Anderson, where we talk about horror, sci-fi, movies, and other stuff. We also talk about the paranormal because I live in a haunted house. We talk about comic books, comic book artwork, my comic books, my artwork right here. Yes, I did this design. Oh, you're still choking on it? Gotcha. Gotcha. Choking on that bacon. I got it. That bacon and beef. He likes that bacon and beef in his mouth. That's Roy for you. But, all right. So, Super Bowl ended the way I thought it would. Seahawks winning. It was a decent showing on both parts. I mean, the defenses looked great up till a certain point in the game, which was basically the third quarter. Um, and you know, I already knew the outcome. Now the score was wrong that I predicted because I thought it was going to be a better game than it was. Uh, and I'm not saying the Patriots didn't try because they did. Their defense showed up. It was their offense that didn't show up until the second half. You know, and then of course the the interception and all that good stuff that sealed the deal all the way around. And you've missed a lot already. We've already been. I am now a hoarder. I am now a Satanist. Um, let's see. Um, I've got a guy that's hitting me up nonstop in messages right now on Facebook. Let's see. We've talked about the Super Bowl. We've talked about the halftime. We've talked about the book signing that's happening in Ozark on March 8th, right there. Let's see. We talked about um, Three Doors Down, Brad passing away, right there. Right there. And let's see. Who else we got down here? Oh, yes. He's an icon right here. The only cool thing about the Super Bowl to me is both teams were AFC teams once. Absolutely. Absolutely. Just like right here. Got his autograph from House of a Thousand Corpses, and he's in a lot of Rob Zombie films. So that was cool. These are some of my Bandbox exclusive stuff. Well, these two are. I can't remember who this one is. But basically off horror movies. It's got the little Beckett signature thing here so you can say who exactly is the autograph for. So that's cool. But of course, you got right here. This one's cool too. She was great on Charmed. Alyssa Milano. Right there. And then, of course, everybody's favorite, especially Roy's, Miss Megan Fox right there with her autograph, yes, with certificate of authenticity. I know a lot of people don't like her for whatever reason. Because she was with, MG3 or whatever his name is? Uh, Machine Gun Kelly. Yes, she is attractive, Roy. She is attractive. But yeah, hopefully you all had a great day yesterday. Hopefully you're all going to have a great day today, even if it is sleeping. Today, I'll be working on some new stuff. Um, like I said, all this Avatar bullshit. Um, this is the Avatar of the day, the original OG Avatar. Drawing it yourself, not having a machine, Roy, draw your shit for you. Those that can't draw do. I get it. I understand. So, but yes, Roy, you are talking to a Satanist now. The Chiefs and Buccaneers were also in the AFC West until the NFL moved the Bucks to the NFC after 1 year. Yeah, no, yeah, they were, and the affiliation shift. You know, I did got my new shirt and grabbed a bite to eat with us with you. Yes, absolutely. He picked up his Darth Vader shirt yesterday, and the Ozzy Osbourne shirt is on its way. It'll probably be here today or tomorrow, if I had to guess. Probably be here today. But this shirt right here is the one we're talking about. And I did some enhancements on these canvas prints. I added in the silver on the glasses up here, right here. And then I added the silver back to the rings, and I added the cross back so you can see it, in the purple flavor right there. So I did that to both of the canvas prints that I have in right now. And one of those is already spoken for, so I do have a second canvas print ready to go. I do. Oh, that's what we're going to talk about too. Bum, bum, bum. They're already unboxed, but we're going to do an unboxing for you guys because we did get some more t-shirts in. We did get some more t-shirts in right here. Let me get this off of there. And oh, that just ripped it off. That just ripped it off. It ripped it off. It didn't come off as a whole. So you get your this. It looks red on there, but this is a bright pink shirt. Damn, that looks red. It's pink up here, but it's red down here. That's weird. Butt of Raven, right there. One of the fan favorite shirts right there is Raven from DC Comics, who's in love with Beast Boy. So you got Raven. Everybody loves Raven. Who do I want to go with next? Oh, let's go for a little bit of. Let's go with a little bit of this one, shall we? Oh, what are we doing? Oh, we want this one though. Yes, yes. All right, so on this one, we got some Cajun flavor for you, some gamba, sherry. Right there, you got some gambit going on. And then let's see, we'll go with a bishop. A bishop, not a chess piece, but a cool character from the Marvel Universe, created by Jim Lee. Bum bum bum. Bishop coming at you. Right there, get some bishop for you in your life. You need some bishop. Bishop is a cool shirt. I like it. I like it a lot. And then last but not least, and hopefully tomorrow, or not tomorrow, but the day after tomorrow, I can, dude, Tommy, give it a fucking chill pill. I told you I'm on my live show. Good God. Quit asking me stupid questions. And Mitsuri from Demon Slayer as well. So everybody needs some Mitsuri in their life as well. Come get her. Come get some. To go with Inosuke. Dun dun dun. Inosuke and Mitsuri together again for the first time. So there you go. We have almost every one of the shirts we produce readily available, which we did a whole rundown of all the other ones that we do. Appreciate the likes, the shares, and the follows. Don't forget to like, share, and follow when you do get here. We are up to 14.8 or 14.9 thousand likes, and I appreciate that. That puts us in the popular live category. And that's just fun to see, being in the popular live category, especially at this time slot, that there are people awake. And then, as opposed to other creators that are out there live right now, which I know there's a lot of creators out up and about right now. And they've been up and about for probably longer than I have been. And they go longer on their lives than I do. I know some creators that go live for like 4 hours over here. And then, Tommy, dude, give it a fucking chill pill, man. I'm not responding to you right now. Good God. Some people, man. Some people. All right. Speaking of some people, this people needs to start paying me. Right here. It's not done yet. It's getting close. But this is a memorial piece for a friend of ours that passed away. He was her boss, and he wanted a piece that he could hang on the office wall in remembrance of her. And she was a Stitch fan, and she was a witch. So, satanic? You can be a witch and not worship Satan, people. Okay. What? Apparently, everything is satanic now. Me, the Super Bowl halftime show, the um, Olympics, because the opening ceremony apparently showed a pentagram uh, in the background whenever they lit the torch and all that good stuff. It's all symbolism, folks. It's all symbolism. Do believe what you want to believe. You all have your own opinions on everything. So, you know. Um, and apparently last year's Super Bowl kind of did the same, or not Super Bowl, or not last year's Olympics. The last Olympics did the same thing with the symbolism of being a satanic opening worshiping uh, venue right off the bat. Again, to each their own. Believe what you want to believe. Dude, Tommy, what did I fucking say, dude? Somebody go tell Tommy that I'm on a live show, please. I don't know what part of I'm on my live show, especially when he tried to give me a video call. And now it's just constant fucking message after message after message. Tommy, dude, chill, relax. I'm not going to say the rest of that because it belongs in Minnesota. But um, with all the purple things that are getting thrown around. But Roy knows what they are because he's got some. All right, so I got the hair coming for Ace Frehley. Um, I'm gonna clean him up. I'm gonna be doing some new artwork. Hopefully, I'm starting to get paid on this one soon. I got some paintings that I'm gonna be working on. I got shirt orders to fill. I got all kinds of cool stuff happening. What is happening in your lives out there? You know, um, because lots of there's a lot of moving parts over here when it comes to the artwork world. When it comes to the things that I'm doing on the homestead, um, you know, just all kinds of stuff. And we've been in cleanup mode, the past week or so. And I've got 9 bags of trash just from my backyard, just from stuff that has just been laying around that got bagged up once and then ended up, getting destroyed by the pigs and stuff like that. Yes, I have pigs. I've got uh, ducks. I've got geese. I've got chickens. Plethora of dogs, plethora of cats. You name it, it's here almost. An emu is probably going to end up on the property eventually, so on and so forth. And, it's just cool stuff that you look forward to, absolutely. And on that same token, it's like there's no downtime. You're doing this 24/7, you know? If the Olympics have Satanism, watch out for the World Cup witchcraft coming very soon. The world of witchcraft. Oh, like I said, it's to each their own. Everybody interprets everything differently. Just like now, I guess I'm going to make a shirt that says I'm a Satanist. It's the only thing I can think, you know, because apparently my face screams, I worship Satan. Um, Hail Beelzebub and Lucifer. I don't know. Somebody go ask her what her issue is. You can scroll back in the comments and go talk to her. I'm not going to do it because I don't care. You can label me as whatever you want. If you're a Bible thumping backwoods hillbilly Christian, I don't care. I've been there, done that. You know, um, do I dabble in witchcraft and Satanism? No. Do I have those books here in the house? Yes. In fact, I have. Oh, somebody got filtered. Um, Here you go. The Book of Practical Witchcraft. Do you want to do a spell? We can do a spell. You can do Sacred Space Spell right there if you really wanted to. Let's see what else can we find in here for you. Oh, part two, the actual spells. What is a spell? Would you like to know what a spell is? Friendship, love, and relationships. Ooh, Roy, do you want a relationship? I can get you a love spell for that. Let's see. I mean, it's the Easter hunt. And why do I have this book, you might ask? Because I'm a Satanist. No, I have this book because the runes and things like that come in handy. And I'm going to try and peel this stupid sticker off that's been on here since I bought the book from Ollie's. Um, is because in my comic book I deal with witchcraft and Bigfoots and let's see, cryptids of general nature, and I'm just going to leave that on. So, I mean, does having a first edition of Interview with a Vampire make me a Satanist too? Then I must be. Oh my lord, I didn't know this. I'm just trying to see what would label me as a Satanist in my office right now. I have no pentagrams. I have no devils. I have no. Yes, I've got horror stuff. I've got a haunted doll up here called Diego the Jester sitting up there with Billy the Puppet from Saw. Oh, it's the demon that I did a remark on the box of. Hold on. This is what has to be labeling me as a Satanist right here. The demon. It's got to be it. That I remarked the box on. You can buy this at any point in time through the TikTok shop. Oh lordy. Um. But yeah, I have no idea. Vampires. Did I hear Twilight movies that suck ass? Yes, you probably did. Because Twilight series sucks ass. The only good thing that came from that was all the parody shit. Like, this is the ass of a killer, Bella. That's a good shirt that you're going to own one of these days. Your favorite boy, sparkling vampire in a thong, showing his ass to you. And you'll be showing it to the world. This movie sucked. They sucked. They horribly sucked. And not in a vampiric way. Just horrible, theatrical, anything. Apparently, Kristen Stewart, who played Bologna or Belladonna or Bella or whatever the fuck her name was on that show, on that series, she wants to remake the movies in her vision. I don't know how I feel about that. Now, if the vampires explode in the sun, I'm down for it. Let's go. But sparkling in the sun, no, no, thank you. That is not a vampire make. No, no. I watched some better shit on Tubi here just recently. Vampire strippers or something like that. That was much better than the Twilight series. Okay. Um, and I recommend Tubi for any of your watching needs because there's a lot of cool shows on there, a lot of independent stuff, a lot of mainstream stuff, movies and things like that. You do have to watch some ads, but that's not a big deal. They only throw a few ads at you and they're short. It's no different than watching regular TV. Whenever you're watching a movie and then all of a sudden, oh my god, dude, Tommy, take a fucking chill pill, dude. Don't look at the sell prices, you dumb. Why are people this way? Can someone explain why people are this way? They can't take a hint. I'm not buying the dude's stuff. He's wanting to sell his Marvel collection. And now he's going off on an eBay kick and say this person is selling this for this price. You don't look at the sell price, what people are asking for. You go look at the sold prices, and that's what comic book companies do. Comic book stores and things of that nature. People also that sell cards, they will go to the sale price, not the what someone is trying to ask a price for. Because like my Mr. Ace Freely over here, the 24 inches of solid doll. All right, it's an action figure. It has sold for over $600. Okay, could I get that out of this one? No, no hair, no box. It's a $200 item at best that I got for next to nothing. So Tommy needs to take a chill pill. Needs to take some Adderall or something. Um, not promoting drugs. We don't do that here. Not wouldn't be prudent. Not gonna do it. I'm getting a headache. No, I'm just kidding. All right, no. Some people, man. All right. But I can't wait to get this Ace Freely taken care of so I can get this framed and put behind it. Yes, it's an actual autograph from H. Freely before he passed on. And Casey, Roy is asking you how you're feeling today. Earlier, he said he was here, and that was about it, Roy. So he's still feeling rough, and just send good vibes his way. And so I'm looking forward to getting him finished and set up in display. I have no fucking idea where I'm going to display him yet. Put a new bed frame together. It's a lot lower. I almost fell into bed this morning because it sits much lower than what I've had. Um, and you know, for what it is, it's a lighted bed frame and all that good stuff with storage. For the price I paid for it, it's not that great. I probably could have built something better and more sturdy. I mean, I've broken a solid wooden bed frame before, so we'll see how long this one lasts. You know, but yeah, I mean, it gives us something new, and like I said, storage so she can put her books up there and anything else she needs, like some specific water pistols that we have uh, a little bit closer to the head, than in a drawer. If you know, you know. Not that I'm worried about somebody trying to kick in the door or anything like that, because if that happens, the ghost will take care of them before I do. Just saying. We have a trained attack ghost here. That makes me a Satanist. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, I'm not going to let this go, apparently. Oh my lord. Some people, man. Some people. We are not on any medication this morning. Probably need to be. Um, as most of you watching would be like, yeah, you definitely need some medication or something. Oh, you need some anti-aging cream too. Rub it around your eyes. But yes, Roy, he says rough. Thank you, but I'm here. Monty, what are you talking about? Which part? I mean, we've talked about so much stuff. Like Tommy still sending me shit, knowing that I'm on a live show. The woman that called me a Satanist after calling me is this an episode of Hoarders right off the bat? Um, and then she was like, "Bye, peace out, whatever," and you know, and now I'm a Satanist. Yes, we're here worshiping, you know, a deity, you know. Just like other people worship other deities, you know. Um, but in her on her behalf, um, the Satanic Bible preaches more love than a condemning other book out there. Just saying. Which obviously some people have never read the Satanic Bible, period. And I get that, you know. Um, it's an interesting read if you've never read it. I would recommend reading it, just like I would recommend reading the Quran or the Torah, um, the Dead Sea Scroll stuff, all the different books that are there available that are, mostly complete. There are some books of the Dead Sea Scroll stuff that are not complete. Um, but if you're going to be talking religion with people or calling them out on something else, then you need to be reading some of the stuff that you're accusing people of being, you know? And again, that's why we don't talk politics. We don't talk religion because once you do those two items, people lose their damn minds. And there are other platforms for that. If you want to talk religion, if you want to talk politics, step off my channel, go find the one that you want because there's plenty out there. Have a nice day. Um, but yeah, no, I will draw you a nice little Satan if you want. Uh, I'll draw up whatever you want. Just hit me up, and we'll go from there. Let's see here. Today we're going to be working on her car. After a while, like I said, I'm going to also be doing some new artwork. I'm going to revamp this little guy. I'm going to revamp it in today's style. Um, this one had some heavy Prismacolor pencil on it with some silver that I put down a layer of. It looks like a layer of whiteout and then colored over the top of it with a silver uh, Prismacolor pencil, which you can see from the. I don't know if you can you see that glinting off of there, right there, just a little bit, where the silver of the weaponry is and all that good stuff, and his leg. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, as it glints. I don't know if you can, but I'm going to redo that in today's style to show you what a true avatar looks like, not AI generated, because we don't do AI here. And just like a lot of the commercials in the Super Bowl were AI generated, especially the Jurassic Park one, um, and a few others that were running around rampant in the Super Bowl. Um, but yeah, no, each if you like the Super Bowl, cool. If you didn't, cool. You know, like I said, I tried to do the halftime show. I just couldn't get into it. It just wasn't my thing. And like I said, I do like some Latin style music, out there. But I just couldn't get into it. And it's nothing against the performer. I'd never heard of them before. You know, they were announced as the Super Bowl, halftime artist. Um, and that's not somebody that was on my radar. You know, I'd never heard of the Bunny Hop before. So, um, but I tried. I gave it a shot. I didn't change the channel, but once it came on and he hit the first notes, the voice just kind of grated on my nerves. Um, I don't know if auto tunes didn't follow him or whatever. But no, Roy, you were the one lathering up in Miracle Whip watching the halftime show. That was disgusting. You were trying to video conference me with that shit, and it was like, dude, I'm not watching that. So he had Miracle Whip all slathered down his leg and shit, and it was nasty. It was rather disturbing that you tried to video all that shit to me. So that was don't ever do that again. By the way, because you had it keyed up on some ass shaking and you big old glob of Miracle Whip in hand, and it was just like gross, dude. I had to stop the video that you sent. And if people want to see that video, I'll post it on right here on TikTok for everybody to see. You lathering up in Miracle Whip, nasty ass motherfucker. And the sad part is, you were doing it in my T-shirt. Gross. That you bought, not my T-shirt, but the one he bought for himself of Darth Vader. All right, so let's see. Exciting news on the yes, it was. The 8-page comic book is getting ready to be at the printers, and digital copies will be available soon. You can go to Legacy Comics with an X, Comics with an X, .com, and you can get those books there. You can also find Legacy Comics here on TikTok. I believe they're on TikTok. Um, Patrick Hickey Jr. is the front runner of that book. He's the author and the creator of Legacy Comics. And Casey needs help. He's not liking the big old glob of Miracle Whip. And so that book is getting ready to be in digital format. So for your viewing pleasure, And then from there, you can get the physical copy, which will be following suit after. So we want to hit 1,000,000 sales on that book. So go help us out by going over to Legacy Comics and picking up a digital copy of that book. Um, there you go on that note. And then let's see here. I'm trying to think of what else we can talk about. Oh, I've got most everything in my new ghost hunting box. Does that make me a Satanist as well? Going ghost hunting? Hmm. It must. That must be what she's talking about. Right here. Yes, this is a tablet case, but it works really, really well as a ghost hunting case as well. Bum, bum, bum. We've got all of our stuff in here. Well, almost. I say almost all of our stuff. We've got 90% of our stuff in here. We've got a couple of small pieces sticking out over here and there. But we've got everything in here that we need. The flashlight, the recorders, the milligauss meters. We got the spirit box. We got dowsing rods. Got instruction books in here. And then on the bottom side, one time, zip this side up, right there. Then we switch over to here. And we unzip this side right here. And then in here, you got all your cat balls. You got your extra equipment stuff. You got your other microphones. In here, you've got SD cards. You've got little SD cards. You got your um, micro SD card reader right here, so you can directly put it into your computer if you want to, or if you have one of these little handy dandy, where did it go? Where there you are, right here, right here. You can plug it into here and upload everything to your phone. Boom, boom, boom. So you got all this together, and there you go. We got all kinds of cool, fun stuff ready to go. So you just grab this little kit and you go on your ghost hunting adventure. Or you can turn it into a backpack, just like Dora does, and go on your adventure. I know Roy is watching Dora the Explorer. It's okay, bud. It's okay. Where do we want to go today? So that's all the cool stuff that we got going on around here. Hopefully, you guys have done your taxes. Um, I did my taxes, and you know, it's not going to do me any good. I didn't make enough in artwork for all that good stuff. Plus, um, on the flip side of that too, just a file costs more than what I'm getting back. You know, which is ridiculous. Um, if you're not getting any return back, you shouldn't have to pay anything out to file your taxes. Because basically the only thing that goes on my taxes is the house. Um, Anything that comes through my Cash App or PayPal, all that goes on there too, because that's business sales. Things of that nature. But I'm just going to be like everybody else in America and not file taxes because apparently they don't come after you until you're 30 years later. And by that point in time, good luck. I'll probably be gone, you know, at that point in time. I mean, I'm hoping I make it to about 100 years old and still get around as good as that one guy uh, that played the saxophone. He was what, 104? Casey, um, the old military veteran that played the saxophone that you sent me the video on. He was 104 years old, I think. Um, Maybe he was less than that. I don't remember. I thought it was like 104 years old or something like that. But and still was on that saxophone like nobody's business. Still hit the notes and everything. So that was cool. 32.9 thousand likes. 32.9. My grandfather is 97, and my great grandmother passed away at 103. So that's a long. That's a good long life. My great grandmother, she was 95. She probably would have lived to be 100 years or more had the stroke not hit her in 92, but she lived 3 more years after the stroke. Uh, so kudos to them because that's a good testament of life right there. And yes, over 100 years old, he didn't hit a bad note exactly. And yeah, the longevity of people is amazing. You know, just because yes, back in the good old days when the Bible was written, um, people were living 900 years. Now, was their timetable different than ours? And, you know, or did was it just the stuff that they ate? Now, you got some people that live on alcohol and cigarettes or cigars and live to be 100 plus years old. There was one gentleman that he hit 102 or something like that, and they said, "What's the secret to longevity?" And he had his bourbon going on. He had his cigar in his mouth. And he said, "These two things right here." So they were preserving him. Uh, he was his own humidor, and he preserved him for a long time. Now, some other people can't say that because of just bad genes and things of that nature. But yeah, and it's to each their own when it comes down to longevity of life. Like I said, in my family, it's either a tragic accident ends it or long life. Those are the two ways you're going out. There's nothing in between. Um, because most of my grandparents passed on at a later date in their 90s or more, um, or some tragic accident has taken our family out. You know, like I said, my sister, uh, drunk driver took her out. My son was taken out by an ATV accident. Um, my great one of my other grandmothers, not great grandmother, but one of my other grandmothers was killed by her own son um, due to neglect. So that was a tragic thing. Ended up with sepsis, which is not fun. Um, so yeah, we get one of two ways: taken out, long life. Take your pick. I'm in between right now. I've had two heart attacks. Uh, been through IED blast. I should probably be gone. All that good stuff, but I'm still here. You know. Yo, Bob, I'm gonna get off and see if Walmart Plus is gonna deliver my Miracle Whip. I'm running low after last night's performance. I ordered the 55-gallon drum this time. Well, you have fun with that. You can't hang another 8 or 9 minutes. Wow. I see. I see, Roy. I get it. All right. So, um, with all that being said, I'm reworking the color works on my Aussie piece as well. My friend Casey, hope you feel better. Buddy, I'm sending good vibes your way. Just don't send them through the Satanic Bible. Um, although they show more light and love than the other side. Sorry, I can't. Fellas, have a wonderful day as well. I've got to get back to my 55-gallon drum of Miracle Whip. I've ordered it. It's on its way. Yes. That was probably a pretty expensive purchase right there. Um, considering what it's like $7 a bottle now for Miracle Whip, and so I'm redoing the colors on the actual product piece for the Ozzy Osbourne piece that goes on the canvas prints and the shirts and things of that nature. Just because I want it to pop out, and it's going to pop no matter what. But there's certain aspects that didn't come through, so I'm probably going to end up taking a picture with a digital camera instead of my phone camera. Even though the phone camera has a better pixel rate than my phone or than my camera, than my actual camera, digital camera. And there's just certain aspects that don't correlate well, sometimes. And it's all relative to the whole process because you want all the colors to pop out and be there because there's some dark grays, there's some light grays, there's the dark purples that don't translate well whenever you get it, all brought into the computer. Because sometimes your phone just mutes all the colors together sometimes. And I know not everybody's phone does that, and I can adjust some settings and things of that nature and all that good stuff. I get all that. It's just sometimes you just want it to be boom done right then and there. That's not how it's going to work right now, but that's okay. That's okay. What's your days looking like today? Mine's going to be busy yet again, and that's just how it goes. There's just like another friend of mine on Facebook. She was like, no down days or no days off, no matter what time frame it is, because she has a kitty rescue called the Heart of Kizia out there, her and her husband, and they're in the same boat I am. There's never a day off. It seems to just relax and chill. Because whenever I get up and get out of bed, I'm straight in here doing artwork, and then once sun comes up, I'm letting animals out, and then I start doing outside stuff. If it's vehicle work or yard work or whatever, it's just like right now I've got to start getting onto the whole garden aspect to get it prepped and ready for the season. Um, and so it's like it's just one thing after another. And but on the same token, it keeps you young. It keeps you moving. It keeps you well greased and lubricated. Out there, unlike the Miracle Whip that Roy partakes in over there. That's a different type of lubrication. Um, and it keeps you feeling good. Just like going back to the gym. We're what 6 weeks into the gym now. Um, am I taking progress pictures? Of course, because you always want to see the progress and the gains that you're getting. Today will be back day, even though we did some backs yesterday. Um, because yesterday was all upper uh, muscle work, the arms, the pecs, the neck, a little bit of your upper back. But today is all lower back and all that midsection back here. So there will be some more arm work done, those type things. So there's never a real down day because you've always got something to feed. You've always got something to take care of. You've always got this, that, or the other going on. But it's the life I chose. It's the life I want. It's my freedom life. Now, if I can get my house set up completely on solar, 100%, get away from the electric company. If I can get a well dug, get away from the water company. Um, just little things like that will help out in the long run because what can I be doing with that extra $400 from the electric bill? You know, oh, I could be putting it into this, or I could be putting it into this, or I can put it into a savings account. You know, things like that. Now, if we didn't need a cell phone, there's another bill taken off the table. You know, so but there are certain aspects of life that are tied to an organization that we don't want to be tied to. But it's necessity if you don't have the other means to break away from them, you know, just like we're dependent on an electric service somewhere. Now, again, if I had my own grid set up where I had solar panels and batteries and all that good stuff, I'd be completely free of OG&E. Now, I have to keep a small piece wired in from OG&E just in case power does go out for whatever reason. we would still have power or get a generator. A Generac generator that you see on TV all the time. When the power goes out, get you a Generac generator. It will keep you running for up to, those type of things. But then there's complete solar panel kits out there, which was what we're going to be investing in for the pig house and the chicken coop, so that they are totally separate from power that's here, and we're able to just have all the power that we need out there for them, for fans and for heat and for different things like that. So that's what we're looking forward to. That's what we're shooting for, and all of that goody good stuff. Don't forget to like, share, and follow while you're here, and I will follow you back. I mean, even if you call me a Satanist and you follow me, I'll still follow you back. If you don't know and you're just arriving, go back to the top and read some of the comments at the very beginning of the show. But I do appreciate each and everybody being here, checking out the channel. We talk about all kinds of crazy stuff here. We just like to have fun. If you are into religion and politics, you probably want to see your way out the door and go find one that you really enjoy out there by another creator, because it's not me. We don't talk about those two items here because people lose their damn minds once you do start talking about those. So, but if that is something you are looking for, there's the door. But that's it for today, folks. I got some things I got to get done, like go talk to Tommy, who lost his mind a long time ago. Sorry, buddy. It is what it is. You kept sending me message after message after message, knowing that I was on a live show. And you're looking at sell prices, not sold prices. Big difference. But you all have a great day. And as I like to say, as I see you out the door, we will catch you on the flip side. Have a good day, everybody. See you later, buddy.